G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Today's video is going to be about the HZ 1-tonner. So before we start, I'll open up a roller door, let a bit more light in, a little bit of heat out, and we'll have a chat. Okay, so this is actually a a take two. I did record yesterday lots of video footage, but I didn't hit record or something. I've lost the file, so I'm going to go through it again because it'll make sense in a while. You'll see what I'm talking about, okay? So take this back a bit further. So for those who haven't seen, this is the Holden 1-tonner, 1978 Holden 1-tonner that I've been rebuilding over the past 10 years. And the stage that I'm up to now of the build, as I'm doing it as everyone else will do, bit by bit when they can afford to, I've decided to tackle the wiring harness. Now I had it all where it was running from. I had all video footage of it taken from where it was connected, so I've lost all that, but the harness that's come outside, I've still got that sort of set up, and I'll show you that now. Okay, so here's the harness loom that comes out of the engine bay, the firewall. Okay, so we've got connections here off this first branch off loom. It branches off, keeps on branching. So that one there is the wiper motor, that particular one. These two, I don't remember. I did have them all like tagged like that, tagged like this. So that one there, it's a little connector. That's the brake reservoir. When the fluid drops down, that brake light comes on, warning. So the tape's either fallen off or you can't read them because it's 10 years ago, as I was saying. So the loom comes down. We've got this one here. There's one here somewhere at the horn. The loom comes down even further, and that's the horn there. Is when you want water to the windscreen from the reservoir. So then we come down further. We've got the horn down here. Then it comes down to these two connections here. I'm not too sure what they're for, but this one here is, the tag fell off. This, I believe, is the right hand light. So you've got a connector there and a connector there. And here's the tag for that right hand light. Fell off yesterday. This one here goes across to the other side. You have a an earth there, or what's the other word? You use earth or something else, can't think of it. And this is the light for the left hand side. So once again, a connector here, and I'm going to replace all these connectors. Put my own on with the new wiring. So that's the light there. I don't know what that is. Let me know in the comments what these two would be for, wouldn't it? Indicators. That's on the outside. The outside loom. So we'll go have a look on the inside now. Showing up here. Alright, so we've got the main harness coming in through the firewall here, and then it branches off. Now I've actually did a diagram. I took the time with a bit of paper and made a diagram. The outside loom and the inside, so main harness going out the firewall, we got it comes up, branches off. Here's the main fuse box, the old panel, which I'm replacing. Come down, you've got your light switch here. Hopefully it still works. Then you've got connection comes off that. These light switches, the old ones, you can see there's a button here. So that button, it goes in and out, and that's how you take this. I broke it yesterday, I pulled it off. See if I can do it again. So that's what you pull out for your high beam, low beam, your light switch. This undoes here, that locks it onto the dash fascia, this pivoting nut. But you pull this whole pin out, comes all the way back into here by pushing this button in, unlocks the pin. But that fell off the very end, so I've got to get pliers onto that. What do we got? Down further, that's it for there. Then we've got lights. So this one here that clips in, another branch off, or another loom. We've got 1, 2 lights onto that. There's a clip there, another clip, something's been added onto there possibly, not sure. Back over with the switch harness, come over, we've got that one at the connector, I think I might have said that one. Back up here, there's a light, this little bulb here, traced back over to the fuse box. Don't know what that's going on for, but anyway. Then we've got a ground or an earth. Got another connection here. Now this connection goes to, I believe, into this connection, which goes into the back wires for the park brake, tail lights, sorry, park indicators, reversing light, fuel sender, all out the back. So I'm pretty sure that's what clips into there. It's up into here. It's earth out. This wire here, no, what was it? There's a connection of this loom for your interior light. So there's a switch that it gets buttoned up into here, and when the door opens up, it makes contact, and then up in there opens up, turns on your interior light, the dome light. What else have we got? Way back off the loom here is, I think this is for the vents. There's power there, but what's that switch for? I don't know offhand. Sorry guys, it's been a long time, but that goes up and down. What's that for? Anyway, can't stay here with this light on too much because it's like the sun. It is very bright and hot. Sorry. Then the loom comes up over the dash, and it branches off to 1, 2, 3. So it comes up and over, and then it goes to a relay here. I think that's the indicator. Gee, why am I lost for my words? Got a relay there for your indicator, some mechanism to come on and off. There's more wiring. Loom comes over further, and you've got this connection here, this one up here, one up here. Then there's, I think there's an earth goes right over to there, wire there, one wire. These could be something to do with speakers as well. And in behind this green weird thing is a light. So when it comes on, it must illuminate an aqua green or whatever. So we've got wires going out through the side panel. Then you've got this loom of wires. What have I got written on there? That's the park brake. Park brake. That goes out through there. I'm going to replace that grommet there actually. So guys, here's the big reveal. This is what I purchased. This is what it came in. Was the new wiring harness. So I did a big reveal, and that was just a waste of time, as you can see. So this is how it turned up. There was an eBay special. It was good price that I was willing to pay, not like $600 or whatever. Attempting to do it myself, of course. So in the box, opened it up. Flasher unit. Flasher. Remind me, this is a flash unit, I think. That's what was under the panel. That's in there. You've got connectors, joiners in here. I haven't gone through this thoroughly. Now this is for a GM. You can get GM, Mopar, Mopar or Ford. So these connections may not fit my purposes, but as you can see, there's wiring there. There's cable ties down there. There's some joining connectors in there. There's a silver resistor maybe. So that's in that bag. This whole loom, okay, so this whole wiring loom, guys, it came in one big sort of bundle, okay. Now they've got it all separate into main wiring harness, and then it branches off just like the old one, so it'll branch off in different areas. The first one goes, say, to your accessories, so it's a short section of wiring. Then it branches off to the firewall, under the dash, and then so forth out to the back. So what I did, guys, is I just took my time and you lay the whole thing out. Oh, wish I had that footage. Basically lay the whole thing out. That's why I set up this bit of ply I had. So I had it sort of from one end rolled out to the other. And what you've got to do is just separate. So that's the main fuse panel now. Okay, so it's pretty good quality from what I can see. It's all pretty durable for the price, and what I've seen online is this one for the price and then one 4 or 5 times more expensive, virtually the same. It's identical. There's a lot of different things I checked, and it's very identical, and professionals that I've done research on, YouTubers that use these all the time, basically said the same thing. Correct me if I'm wrong or if they're wrong. So you got a relay there, nice relay. So then you just work down as it's all in a big, it'll be sort of all semi-wrapped together. So you just got to separate each individual loom. You can see that if you follow it down, you've got a loom here, it splits off one here. This is all one, where the white zip ties are, okay. They've got tape as well, so you don't want to undo this tape. This is their tape, this is their tape. So I separated all these wires, and if you'll notice, this is the good thing. I might do it over where I can see. Where's one? Have a look at that, guys. You can see what it actually runs to. 41 fuel pump, 42 trunk light, 43 dome light. So you get the idea of where they're all going to. They're all going to a very similar area. So with that particular lot, they come down, they separate it off to here. So these are all their individuals to that certain area. And I've marked, so electronic fuel pump, trunk light, and dome light. So that's in that section. This one over here, like, this is my own tape at the end too. I then tape that up to keep it together. This is a cloth tape, it's really good. So this is it here, cloth tape. It tears quite easily if no one's seen it before. Instead of using the electrical tape, this stuff breathes, and the residue is not as bad. It just tears off with your fingers like that, and it wraps back onto itself. Obviously it's not waterproof, that's the difference between this and electrical tape, but where you can, it looks quite nice than the electrical tape. So here's another section. Now you can see maybe in the camera that I follow it down to this tape, and then it branches off into a lot of wires that way. Remember, this is all semi-spooled together, tangled. You've got to disentangle it. So you got one there, I've got one here, another one there, and the same thing. They're all tagged, names, what they're for. So alternator, exciter, alternate power, and I went through and then wrote what each wire is. So I can look at this now, this tag, and just say, hey, that's what all that's for, and then I can route it in that direction. Well, you get the drift. The longer ones, so here we go, we've got more longer ones here, which are backup, fuel gauge, license plate, tail, so forth. Okay, so that's the new wiring harness, guys, that I'm going to attempt to well, I can install it, but putting it where, or attaching what things need to go in new connectors is going to be the tricky part. But it's going to be a lot better. I just don't trust the old crap, the old wires, 50-year-old. Okay, so that's pretty much going to wrap this one up, guys. This is a brief rundown. Don't want to make it too long because this wiring is going to be boring. I'd like any advice, anyone that's done this before, I'd really like some help or advice. What connections, like I'm going to buy new connectors. Do I have to buy original GM ones? Because you've got, I think, 8 pins, you've got 4 pins, 3, all that. Or do I just source them from a local JCar? The tools, I've got my own cable ties, of course, Stanley knife, wire cutters. This red tape, this is another good tape. It doesn't have a real sticky crap on it, but it works, and it's nice and terrible. Terrible? No, well, you know what I mean. And it folds onto itself, and you can write on it quite well. Scissors, marking pen, and crimpers. Now, I've always done it with cheap wire strippers and crimpers. You might see the red or yellow ones you get from Super Cheap, and they don't cut cleanly, they're really flimsy. So I've given them a flick, hardly use them at all, but I normally just use pliers, cut my wire off and then strip it that way, but it's time consuming and you take strands and all that. I've got a lot of connections to make on this, so that's why I think I've spent 25 bucks on these. Not the best, but what I'm doing and whatever, they work quite well. These are a 3-in-1, so this is the main thing I got them for. Up here, if you've never used these types, they're wire strippers. So the wire basically goes into here, and you've got to line it up. It's not the best demonstration, but you line up to where you want it. Way out here, you'll get a longer cut-off bit, so forth. And you'll see the teeth here, they come down and they grip onto the wire. This one holds it. This one, when it comes out, strips the plastic coating off. This here is a gauge you can adjust for the thickness of the different cable. So I've got it set up to what I need for this job. They're all pretty much the same. That's the good part, the strippers. Here, you've got your cutting tool in there, and it cuts quite good. It's not flimsy, these are solid. So, and it goes right to the point to point. Then here, you've got these sections here. These notches are for your crimping. Crimping together your butt ends or joiners for your spade male and female connectors, so you've got to have it in the right one, and make sure you use it correctly. So you can see here you've got the join in the middle. Okay, so the join's in the middle there, so that's actually split all the way through. Most of them are anyway. So what you want to do with your crimping tool, that's the join right through there. Okay, so generally I'd always squash this end here and hoping it'd crimp onto the wires, but what you've actually got to do is find your crimper. Now this section I've got marked here is for the covered ones, the insulated, that's the word I'm looking for. So you've got a really small one there, then one I'm using, then that one, and then you've got back here. I think you can even use this section here, but I'm going to use the just for training. But basically I'm losing the plot. Basically this ridge here, this sharp point, that there doesn't go to where this opening is. You don't do it, you don't join it like that, crimp it like that. It's got to be around the opposite way. So it would be, try not to block out the light and everything. Okay, so you turn it completely around and you'd go into there. So if that makes sense, and you crush that down, and it makes a really good connection. There are videos to show you what to do. Your wire should come through to about my nail there. You want a little bit extra, you can solder it and crimp it, and don't forget to put some heat shrink tape over if you want. This one comes down, holds the wire. This one, whoop, then this one comes in, grabs the wire, and it tears the plastic off on this side to what length you want. Some of them do have a gauge here, a measuring gauge, a tool that slides up and down, twists out, and you can gauge it by millimeters. The new wiring harness, if you want to know exactly where I got it from, I could track that down and put it in the link in the comments if you want. But yeah, it'd be really great if someone has done this before, because I don't find a lot of guys in Australia that have done it. So just as a reference to the Monaro, Kingswood, Tunner, that'd be great. If you want to see more on the Tunner build, you can go back in my playlist and you can see way back 10 years ago when I was making really bad videos, poor quality footage, when I tore it down, and then the progress going through over the years. The panel work, I didn't do any of the panel work really. Mark, a good friend and neighbour, he's got his own workshop. He did all the both cows for me, floor pans. He's still got the panels back in his workshop for the guards, inner guards, the bonnet. That'll be down the track, but it's all they're all ready for paint basically over in his shed still. How to rebuild the intermittent steering box. This here I've pulled it apart, replaced it, refreshed it. What I did with the chassis, yeah, you can go back and look at some other videos if you like. The first step, and I'll probably go into step maybe four steps in it, something like that, because I don't want to bore you, just want to show you the progress if anyone's interested. So yeah, subscribe, follow, hit the like, hit the bell, that'll turn the notification on so you won't miss anything, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot guys, really appreciate it. Bye then.